there was a really there was a really interesting trend. I covered one of these stories. A woman posted that she has a guy friend who started getting red pilled, she called it, and all of a sudden he didn't want to. He was not feminist anymore. He wasn't going to go along with her ideas. And she said, "quote He is cock blocking himself." Now, what does that translate to? A young man told a woman that he worked with he wasn't going to blindly agree with her so that she would give him sex, that he cared more about truth than getting laid. And what she revealed was she used manipulative tactics and sex to get what she wanted from this man. Mm-hmm. It's an insane revelation that he was turned around by researching, learning, and changing his life. And outside of just these young men are voting for Trump, it's these young men are waking up.
Yep.
What Tim is describing here is exactly what the red pill has always been about, trying to warn men from these scenarios happening to them. It's always been about trying to get men to see the truth on the way things are. It's why they've been using the Matrix analogy forever. But instead of waking up in a pod in some post-apocalyptic world, you wake up to all the usury that men have to go through for a damp hole. Personally, I always thought the movie They Live worked better, because once you start seeing it, it's really hard not to not see it ever again. But anyways, that's always been what the red pill has always been about. Arming men with that knowledge so they know what to look for. And once they wake up from that, they can get out of this sedated state that wouldn't put them in, and wake them up to the bigger things that are going on, like what the government's doing. Now, what I don't appreciate is Tim always using the red pill when it suits him, but whenever he gets on a soapbox about population decline or how men need to man up, he's then very quickly to throw the same red pill under the bus. Yeah, I don't appreciate that double standard very much. This clip was taken from one of his recent streams about Charlie Kirk, and the reason I thought he brought this anecdote story up was him implying that a leftist woman put him up to it, or at least floated the idea around. Probably not, he was just probably comparing it to how the right doesn't have the same herd mentality. Now, in the time of that clip being recorded, I don't think he was caught yet, but now that he's been caught and we get a good look at him, probably a safe bet that he wasn't pulling any baddies. So as he's going to college with all these leftist women, and judging by all their praised reactions online, it's really not much of a stretch to think that this guy did this to win whatever leftist girl he was crushing on. Now, it's all obviously completely speculative, but you know, a lot of men do a lot of dumb things for Bach, so it's really not that far-fetched of an idea. But that's what the red pill is about. Stop guys from doing dumb things that will end up just ruining their lives, while the people they do it for end up with no consequences.